Did you ever hear someone saying that Titania's too squishy for steel pot? Yeah, I wonder who said that. Too squishy for steel pot. Especially that her ability is gonna give you back some shields for the shield gate and they're gonna heal you for just using them. Just mind you, I'm standing here pretending to be a training dummy for this. Without my small Razorflies sentinels, and I can always just kill this real quick. All of the exogog stats. All of the fucking small thingies, they spawn. Get my infinite ammo again. But Titania's too squishy for steel pot, they say. Or has no damage for it. Too squish. And I really don't want to say anything, but what you just saw was on unleveled Titania. 24 out of 30. 8 format. Considering the fact how versatile she is, it's surprising that it's just 8. The build with Nourish is probably my favorite because of how easy the energy maintenance is and how easy it is to get all of the status debuffs you really want. Like corrosive, viral, flash. If you're not playing crit, you can put hit. How do you play crit with 10% base crit strike chance weapon? Well, that matter is quite straightforward. We will be of course simply using Arcane Avenger. But don't worry, if you're not a fan of crit on Dex Pixia, I have an alternative for you. But first let's focus on the second Arcane, which is gonna be Arcane Pistolier in all of my loadouts because it's my favorite for her. 102% ammo efficiency, 60% chance for that after a headshot kill. With the fact that Dex Pixia only got 60 ammo and our fire rate provided by Razorwing, yeah, I think this is by far the best pick we can go. 102 ammo efficiency with insanely high fire rate. Just what else you would pick? Arcane Velocity is completely useless in that case. You literally have so much fire rate that the best benefit you can get is ammo efficiency. For these that wonder which build is better, the normal or the crit one, I think if you invest 5 orange Tau Forges for the extra crit strike chance for the secondaries, then you're gonna end up with around 112% critical strike chance on Dex Pixia with the creeping bullseye. And of course that includes also Arcane Avenger, which means you will have 12% chance to do orange crits, therefore guaranteeing yourself the normal critical strike chance on every single shot. So to definitely say which one is better, it's very hard because it's all up if you really wanna invest into the crit build or not. In order for you to get easier choice, just see, like this is the crit build without the orange Tau Forge shards. Let me stack up the Razor Wing because I AFK'd. Yeah, the fire rate by the way with creeping bullseye and no velocity. Just notice the fact that I didn't have Arcane Avenger for the entire thing here. And this is literally the same build with just the critical mods taken off. Nothing is put in place. So you kinda still crit, you still do decent damage. And you're literally missing 2 damage and possibly status mods. And let's see it one more time, just in case. Remember, that's 2 mods out of the Dex Pixia. And now, let's just quickly see without the cut. So, in that case, remember, you missed out on a lot of damage. So let's make the game fair. Get our Razor Wing stacks up. Two more mods, and I think it's still quite the difference, huh? Even without Arcane Avenger in the previous one. So just so you remember, the exact difference without cut. Here you go. Back to prime target cracker and creeping bullseye. Same way we start. Poisoning strength. Get the Razor Wing stacks for fire rate. Go on the same enemies again. Give me that headshot kill. Oh. And this time we have the crit build as well, but with the Arcane Avenger. And again, without orange Archon shards. So I leave it for you to decide which one you prefer. But in case people don't wanna invest everything around getting the crit strike chance on the Dex Pixia, I'm gonna show you the rest of the mods with just like full status, no messing around with. But let's quickly go over Titania's builds. And since we all know how versatile she is, I will go over my favorite build, which is the Nourish version. And since Nourish is like one of the most used helmets, it's probably gonna fit most people. And I'm gonna go over one quick farming build. And just quickly before we go further into the video, and as you guys see, 90% of you are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying my work, please leave that subscribe for me. Thank you in advance, and let's continue with the video. So this is how the build looks like when I'm playing with crit. I'm not using command discipline, I'm gonna get damaged anyway. And basically we base off like 5 mods that give us quite insane survival, which is triple Boreal set, but 2 on the Warframe, since the third one's on our weapon. We go with Aviator, we go with Adaptation, and Aerodynamic. So on Warframe we use these 5 defensive mods. We will be using Narrow-Minded, since we don't really need any kind of range. The buffs from our tribute, they are not based on your range, so it's fine. We get Primed Flow for her insane energy. She's not leveled up for me yet, so yeah, that's not the energy she will have on the 30, she will have way more. And we're also using Razor Wing Blitz. Just don't go bananas on ability strength and it's not gonna be annoying as people say. If you gonna have like 100 fire rate increase here, which is like double the amount I get for stack, well then you're gonna get the fucking annoyment of your life. That I can guarantee you. Just don't go bananas on the ability strength. And since we're not gonna be using the crit strike chance build, we're gonna swap to the Arcane Precision from the Arcane Avenger. Nourish is mainly here to get some more energy and viral to our weapon so we can prime with it. So outside of 1 Archon shard I have for ability strength, well, the rest of the ability strength is provided by the Precision Intensify, so I reach 50% on the Razor Wing. I don't really like to go over it, and I will show you soon why. I also have Archon Continuity because I leave Toxin as a standalone element when I'm not using the Crit Strike chance build, so I can apply Corrosive and use another element. I used to have Heat like a standalone element, so I can get some stacking damage with the status, but Archon Vitality just did not fit anywhere in my build, so therefore I just simply swapped to Toxin, because it's quite useful and I can always use the new beautiful Blast. And this is the build when I'm, for example, going to Fortuna, Orb Valleys, flying all around, picking up stuff, destroying the containers, spamming the Dark Verse from Dante's helmet, and just full range, full efficiency build, just to fly in, spam some Dark Verse, pick up everything around, and go out. And this is exactly why our Arcanes go for Molt efficiency, to get a bit more duration, for the energy maintained, and Arcane Steadfast for the energy maintain, and that's pretty much everything around range and energy maintain. I'm not trying really to kill with Dark Verse, I just wanna destroy the containers, pick up stuff, go to the next spot, and repeat till I'm out. You can also like use the ultimate version of Tank Titania, which is all the other mods, the Boreal set, Adaptation, Aviator, Aerodynamic, and you can rinse it off with Eclipse, with the damage reduction part of it. If you put another 75% on what you saw in the beginning, well, your shield's gonna barely move. Let me just show you real quick. Well, this is how it's gonna look like. The ultimate tank version. Like you can just chill here and watch they trying to shoot at you for whatever reason. If you have augur mods on your secondary, you can spam your ability and you're gonna get the shields back faster than they damage you. This is like the ultimate tank build. quite enjoyable to play, honestly, because her damage will always be quite nice. Like, yeah. And this is the build I made to perfectly show you why we don't go full on ability strength. And here you go. This is exactly why. 801. If you think of moving in close, like the damage, of course, is gonna be quite stupid. Let's see one more time, but let me go there with the operator. Yeah, moving with this shit in the close quarter is gonna be quite a challenge. Fuck my energy. Fire rate's pretty bananas. Just look at the ammo. So yeah, you're gonna kill fast, especially if I would put pistolier here. But man, imagine moving close quarters, so like some infested or corpus style sets on the ship. And this is without shift. Like with shift, it's just bananas. Like I don't even know what's happening. And yeah, that's what's happening. I flew through textures. This is why we don't go full ability strength. But let me show you the full power of having so much ability strength. I lowered it a bit and I then stuck it a bit. But well, this is plain of idle for ya. We put marker here. Let's put, I think that's the furthest point. 2.5. Oh, my game's just not letting me. Let's do it again. Please don't lag this time. Yeah, and I lowered it. I had, I think, 801 in the simul. Now I have under 700 slightly. So yeah, imagine that in any map tile set. You're not gonna be able to move, even if you don't press your shift. Just quickly about ARCHON shards, for what I use is ×2 +2 for corrosive status, so I can armor strip, 1 ability strength, I don't even know why I have it here, but whatever, and literally plus 45 maximum energy on spawn ×2. This is literally like, I don't even know what I would put else, like I don't wanna more ability strength, I mean ability duration I guess, or some other ones, but I just love it like this, honestly. And for the companion, we're gonna use Nautilus Prime Sentinel, bit like this. I have Auto Omni, I don't have Assault mode, cause in my Razorwing, he does not work, he doesn't shoot, but his duplex clone do spawn, and they do attack, so that's what I'm using. I have shields for him, for Reinforced Bond, and Tenacious Bond, because I have Verglas with a Riven, and I mainly use clones to kill like a nasty Acolytes, because Acolytes are the only real like issue, because there can be a Violence who's gonna just remove your Razorwing and you're gonna be fucking annoyed. And basically, pretty simple stuff like Vacuum, Primed Animal, but it all doesn't matter. Titania has her own pool in her Razorwing form. And basically, for Verglas, we go with the standard setup from all my previous videos. Hit, crit to get Tenacious Bond, and that's pretty much it. Main thing here is remember the duplex bond. Whenever there is Violence who's fucking up my 4, well, that's what I'm having the Strun for. Shotgun Vendetta, I just quickly kill a mob and I deal with them real quick. Fully front-loaded damage, semi-shotgun cannonade, corrosive, crit, even, vigilante armaments, and galvanized hell. And as always, I highly recommend Grimoire, Worm Invocation, and energy regen not really, but for the ability duration, ability strength, or ability efficiency, I highly recommend it. You just use it, get all of the stacks, and then you get into your 4. It's snapshots, so whatever you had at the point going into the 4, that's gonna keep there. So if you need to get some efficiency, some strength you want more, or some duration, all up to you, depends what you need. Maybe you swap narrow-minded for Archon Vitality to use heat, then you use the duration, boom, alternate fire on enemies, and then you go for the Razorwing, so you get your beautiful energy sustain. Now we go to the melee weapon. There are 2 very important things here. Melee exposure, in case you ever wanna use your Diwata Prime, since your Razorflies benefit from it, and it's very good sometimes to deal with the Acolytes, so we're gonna get exposure, so we get some corrosive, and since we're spamming our 1 for the status immunity, and we're refreshing from time to time the buffs, you shouldn't really struggle to get melee exposure stacks. That's quick, few casts, and Boreal's Contempt deterred Boreal mode for the 60% damage reduction while airborne. That's 2 very important things here. And for Diwata I have 2 loadouts, if you wanna them pause and copy, this is for the Razorflies, and this is for the Acolytes, but mostly using this one. And Razorflies are the small drones that fly around you, taking the enemy fire at them and doing some damage whenever you press Razor Wing. You can heal them, and if you see that there is 0 stacks on your floor on the bottom right corner, well, then you can just simply recast it to spawn some new ones. At early steel pad they can do some damage, especially that they always headshot and they scale off of certain mods on your Diwata. And those certain mods you have on my build, the one that I have called the Razorflies, so just pause, screenshot and build it. Remember that Spellbind is a crazy buff, 40 seconds of status immunity, remember to press it, or whenever you see some annoyment of getting like some status on you, press it, tribute, remember to have it buffed, thorns and dust, literally godlike buffs, minus 50% damage taken and minus 50% chance to be hit. And regardless if you're using the Nautilus loadout I showed you, I'd consider also buffing yourself with Full Moon, because it will increase the damage of your Razorflies and companions. And remember, those are the buffs that are team-wide. So all the damage reduction, the minus hit chance, the companion damage, the minus speed, you buff in area of effect around you. 35 meters, it's not affected by your range mods. Your allies, to benefit from the buffs, they need to be in 35 meters from you at all times. It's not like only when you get the buff up. For the focus, I personally use Madurai, but I don't really think it matters that much, so feel free to use whatever you want. I just like Madurai the most because I have all the waybounds unlocked, and that means I can easily rest with the Unairus Last Gasp, and I always have my Sling Strength, so even in case I wanna snapshot some extra ability strength, Chain Sling in case I need to use it for the more efficiency on it, and of course the casting speed and the big damage to deal with all kinds of enemies that you need to deal with by using your amp. But now to the most important, the Dex Pixia build. I just wanna remind you real quick before we go further, if you're enjoying my work, to leave that like and press that subscribe button. That's just 2 clicks for you, but that means a lot for me. So, big thanks in advance, and let's continue with the build. And that's the crit build I was using before, and that's my old setup with corrosive and heat if you want to use Archon Vitality. But for me, it just doesn't really have a place in the build. And since we're not using crit strike chance and crit strike damage mods, and I don't have space for Archon Vitality in my build, I'm using Archon Continuity for that standalone toxin to get corrosive as well. And I'm using the new reworked Blast, which is just amazing after the rework, and we're spicing it up with the Pistol Elementalist, of course. But if you prefer Magnetic, you can use the exact same loadout, with the difference being you swap your Heat mod to Electric mod. And you can use either Scorch or the Primed Heated Charge or normal Heated Charge. I just prefer the status chance honestly. I was testing the Heated Charge, the primed version, and I really do love the most when I have the most status chance. Let's quickly compare the two. That's the Blast version. Let's get some stacks up. The instant armor strip from before isn't that instant anymore because we have so many more elementals. Now for the magnetic. The most important in any build is just getting the headshot kill for the efficiency. And to fully compare it, let's see pure corrosive build. But yeah, those are the GRIMOIRE, so having corrosive plus stripping them 10 times faster is just gonna give you the results of the damage difference. So actually let's spawn some heavy guns. So now the only bonus damage to the faction is from our Nourish. Why I have this speed now? Oh, well, corrosive steel deals quite well with them. That just shows how tanky Exogok stats are. Because they still lived a bit longer, I think, with pure corrosive, which is complete 1.5x today. And one more look for the blast damage. Yeah, those die so much faster than the Exogok stats. But I will go back to my crit build with the Arcane Avenger, of course. And I'm gonna show you my favorite build in mod mission. But just for you guys, whoever wasn't really sure if crit is worth it, I prepared 5 of the orange Tau Archon shards to show you it with. So I guess it's here where the orange Titania comes in. New drip for the new shards. Okay, so here we are in the mod mission. I snapshotted my Razor Wing on Noctua, Voidling Strength, Nidus, and I'm waiting for my Nautilus clones to get me some nice stacks, because that's the only hit I really have to kill the stuff with. So, go Nautilus, go. Get me some Criterino. I will have like over 100, so every shot guaranteed, with a chance for orange quits. And maybe I get invigoration from time to time to make a video with a small update how it looks like when you get secondary crit strike chance invigoration. Oh my lord, I'm melting to a single shot. I gotta let my thingy do the killing. Remember, you can always go to your operator, he'll be flying when you go back, if you want some ability strength and casting speed. Bro, this shit's melting them like a fucking chainsaw, look at that shit. What? I do stop. Wish I could just, I don't know, unsummon him or some shit. Refreshing the buffs real quick. Oh, let me slow them just to be annoying, can't. And I'm full stack. Give me headshot. I need efficiency. I actually need them to shoot at me so I get Avenger. Shoot at me. And nice. I'm annoying cunt to myself because I slowed them. Like, please? Avenger. Titania to squishy. I think they just attacking my drones. Come on. Here. Didn't I put it or what? I have efficiency. I don't see the headshot damage buff. Oh, here we go. Finally, my god. Oh, the orange quit there. Random ass orange quit. I lost my Razorflies just to get the Arcane Avenger up. But yeah, whenever you wanna take damage in Warframe, you're not taking the damage. Whenever you don't want to, you're getting one tap the fuck out of the game. Ooh, those oranges are quite often. I wonder how I'm gonna deal with the Acolyte. Is he gonna flop? Of course it's a violence, like, bro! Of course it's violence. Fucking die. Had to be violence. I just left them to my Verglass and the Noctua alternate fire. Seems like Noctua did some work there. But I fucking knew he's gonna get me off. Damn, Arcane Pistolier is a must-have. It's a must-have. Just fucking hold the button down. Zoom or not zoom. And pretty easy to like. Oh, I forgot my buffs. For damage reduction. You need 90% on top of 10 times more 90% in Warframe. Completely forgot about that. Or you need to spam your abilities. One of that. Or CC enemies. But well, we don't. Oh, and we need the status immunity too. I wonder if it would immune the silence. Probably not. I mean, pistol is so easy to proc when everything's dying insta. You just like have big density and just shoot over the heads. The best thing is like you retain your like speed and everything. Like energy is basically not consumed. Well, that would be all from me for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you did make your pick, crit or not crit. I rather the crit, especially that I'm not taking out all of those shards. No way, no build for it. But yeah, all from me for now. If you enjoyed it, please leave that like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, see you in the next one.